Hi, my name is Merle Maigre and I would like to tell you today a little bit about the National Cybersecurity Index. A bit of my background. I've been lucky enough to having seen cybersecurity from many different angles. First from the government perspective where I used to work, then from a private sector perspective, and now from a non-profit perspective where I work. I work at the e-Governance Academy, a non-profit in Estonia that was set up in 2002 by the government of Estonia, the Open Society Foundation and the UN Development Programme. E-Governance Academy helps governments to go digital. It creates and transfers knowledge and best practice in digital transformation, that is e-governance, e-democracy and notably cybersecurity. We have developed and delivered digital transformation solutions in transitional societies, especially in Eastern and Central Europe, but also in Central Asia, in South Pacific, Africa and the Caribbean. Over the years, e-Governance Academy has successfully undertaken and completed contracts with partners and donors such as the World Bank, the European Commission, the UNDP and the Estonian government and also many others. We aim to empower central and local government leaders, decision makers to lead digital transition in areas that are crucial and for them to do it in an effective way. We make this happen through consulting, training, networking, researching and implementing assistance in technical solutions. Above all, in cybersecurity, we believe that a digital society cannot exist safely if it is not based on a foundation of a solid cyber framework. Now, a little bit of a context. By the beginning of the third decade of the 21st century, the digital economy will represent a significant and growing part of the global economy, estimated to reach about 15%. The development of information technology in this has affected all aspects of economy and society. Sharing economy and smart agriculture are perhaps the best examples of that, where ICT has brought about profound impact. More than half of the world's population uses internet and almost 45% are daily using social media. Along with changing the way that communication works, therefore, digital lifestyle has really changed the way our whole society functions. But in addition to new opportunities, IT developments also bring about new types of risks that need to be addressed at national level. Since COVID-19 has forced our schools and offices to close, the number of people relying on online cybersecurity has skyrocketed. At the same time, the accelerated spread of various online tools for accessing sensitive governmental and corporate IT systems has also increased the potential of security incidents. Around the globe, we have phishing scams, ransomware, more ransomware, DDoS attacks, malware and data stealing apps and that have increased. All this emphasizes the importance of cybersecurity. Safeguarding our digital way of life and maintaining cybersecurity capacities is a challenging task for the governments. How to evaluate success? How can countries best prepare for challenges that face them during cyber attacks? These are questions regularly asked by governments. There are several international standards and guidelines that exist for developing cybersecurity of a single organization. There are also good tips that help people to employ better cyber hygiene at personal level. Yet there have been no comprehensive tools for developing and measuring cybersecurity at a national level. The National Cybersecurity Index, created and maintained by the e-Governance Academy, is designed to fill that gap. It is a comprehensive tool for cyber capacity building, providing cybersecurity assessments, cybersecurity maturity assessments for the governments. The decision about where you want to go must start with a recognition of where you are. Similarly, the National Cybersecurity Index takes national decision makers on a cyber capacity development journey, starting with mapping the situation and setting strategic goals. So what is the Cybersecurity Index? The National Cybersecurity Index is a comprehensive tool for capacity building on cybersecurity. Spanning across 160 countries that are surveyed, the index is one of the world's most detailed cybersecurity assessment tools. It provides transparent assessment methodology on how national cybersecurity could be understood and managed by policymakers. Based on publicly available evidence, it offers an opportunity for all to check the sources on which the assessment is based. So really transparent. The National Cybersecurity Index measures and analyzes all traditional government tasks that are related to cybersecurity, such as, for example, drafting legislation or designing responsible institutions. It also assesses various cyber capacity building activities, such as curricula in different schools or public-private partnership. In addition, the index maintains that the existence of a reliable digital identity and capable technical means for identification are also elements of a country's cybersecurity, as the use of personalized e-services requires that these services are used only by a given person to whom the access is granted. Altogether, as you can see, measurable activities are divided into 12 capacities. Each capacity contains multiple different indicators. For example, the capacity of cybersecurity includes 4 indicators that assess whether a country has a cyber policy unit, whether the country has different forms of cooperation internally, whether it has international cooperation principles established, as well as whether the country has a cybersecurity strategy and, very importantly, an implementation plan to implement the strategy. Altogether, the index includes 46 questions in total. Cybersecurity can only be guaranteed through a wide range of cyber capacity building measures. It needs to be approached always with a certain amount of humbleness, because it's important to realize that cybersecurity incidents can never be completely ruled out, because the technology is never 100% certain. There is always a risk of some cyber incidents. Therefore, in addition to preventing incidents, the national cybersecurity must focus on building cyber resilience. That is, to have the control and reduction of damage measures in place. This, in turn, requires 2 types of actions. First, proactive measures aimed at preventing incidents, and second, reactive measures to control and reduce the damage. I will give you some of the examples. The proactive measures include threat intelligence tools, such as the establishment of an incident response teams, cooperation and exchange of information between the government agencies and the private sector actors, also mapping of critical infrastructure and creating national threat map, and international cooperation, because no country is an island in a cybersecurity, and the more countries exchange information, the better they are aware of the cyber threat picture. A second type of proactive measures includes tools for raising risk awareness. That are all the preventive measures, such as information campaigns, the cybersecurity trainings and teaching of cybersecurity as a subject at school, and continuing refresher trainings for both the general population, specific experts, as well as the specifically IT experts who need to make sure that our networks are safe. The second type of measures of cyber resilience includes reactive measures. Those are the incident management tools, such as the presence of CERT or CSERT, the existence of national and sectoral incident resolution plan, and the existence of a police unit specialized on a cybercrime. Also, reactive measures include incident recovery tools, such as the existence of national and sectoral crisis and recovery plans, and cyber exercises, which are an important measure to test and drill the plans that exist on paper. So in short, the unique feature, when assessing cyber capacity, both reactive and proactive categories must be covered. The unique feature of the National Cybersecurity Index is that data there is continuously updated. Unlike other indexes that generally publish their assessment once a year, the National Cybersecurity Index, created and managed by the E-Governance Academy, updates data on a rolling basis. As soon as a new country data becomes available, it is reviewed by experts. The National Cybersecurity Index country pages additionally serve as a database for hundreds of links and documents. Thus, the NCSI is a valuable free source of shared information detailing how countries are building their cyber capacity. The National Cybersecurity Index webpage displays a world map and a ranking of countries. It allows countries to compare their rankings globally at a regional level or within international organizations. It also offers an option to see how a country position in the index has changed over time. For each individual country, the index provides an overview of its position based on the other commonly used digital indicators such as the International Telecommunications Union ICT Development Index, the Global Cybersecurity Index, and the World Economic Forum Network Readiness Index. The advantage of the National Cybersecurity Index is that it evaluates countries' digital security, but at the same time it helps governments to get a common understanding of their situation, identify capacity gaps, and to improve their positions. For example, for countries like Finland or Georgia, the index has helped them to become an official benchmark to assess and improve their national cyber capacity positions. The index also confirms the claim that cybersecurity supports the country's overall digital development. This means that the indicators of developed national digital nations are balanced as they also focus on developing cybersecurity. In summing up, we are always interested in volunteers. So if you would like to become a volunteer to update your country's data in the National Cybersecurity Index, or if you are interested in developing your country's cybersecurity in a comprehensive manner, don't hesitate to get in touch with our National Cybersecurity Index team. In a way of a conclusion, I would like to underline that there are many threats in cyberspace, and the measures to counter them are also numerous. This raises the question of where a state should begin in order to better protect itself in the cyberspace. True cybersecurity means that a country has effective procedures in place to prevent, detect, and react to cyber incidents. To limit disruption, countermeasures should be planned, discussed, and agreed on before the cyber attack even occurs. Above all, the decision about where you want to go must start, as said, with an understanding of where you are. The National Cybersecurity Index takes national decision makers on this journey and helps to set goals so that the travel is easier. Thank you.